emergency call. I feel being bottled in the face. Can you get some police down there?
With the country divided.
Hello, my friend.
Do me a favour, yeah?
What's that?
Close the door. Fuck off, you.
It's our emergency services
1263's running!
who see firsthand how broken Britain really is.
The police can't make your husband talk to you. It's not against the law for him not to talk to you.
And how it's changing.
That's my mum's actually.
Is it?
Are you texting, man?
That's all I've got. No, that's my telephone number.
As more and more of us face the problems of a nation increasingly on its knees.
That's 142. The drink drive limit is 35.
One service, more than any other, is feeling the strain.
While you remain naked, I'm not going to be speaking to you at the cell door.
I'm not coming.
I haven't asked you a question yet.
Everything pushes down to the police. As a chief constable, that's what keeps me awake at night. If that thin blue line breaks, there is nothing else.
You stay there. Take your hands out your pockets.
With crime on the rise,
Fucking bollocks!
but funding on the decline,
Custody's closed. Custody's closed.
it's still the police we turn to help us through.
They asked for her bank details, and Mum gave them the bank details.
Oh, you ain't got your strap down no more, have you?
Sometimes when you finish a shift, you can walk out saying, how did we get through today?
In Northamptonshire,
I can spy one lorry embedded in the forecourt roof.
and across most of the UK,
He's drinking a cup of cider while he's driving.
roads policing has borne more than its fair share of the funding cuts,
Got no Wellingborough officers, they're all committed.
leaving just a handful of traffic officers on the county's roads,
The police is on its arse with numbers.
leading to a spike in crimes,
You're FaceTiming somebody while driving a car.
both predictable
Nice bit of Cabernet Sauvignon.
and more unexpected.
Amazing. There's a fair amount of cash there, isn't there?
We can't do anything because we don't have the resources. And the criminals know this and they take advantage.
What you need to do, mate?
You got anything on you shouldn't have?
No.
You can't control your roads as a police force. You've lost control.
Zombie knife. It's going to end up like the Wild West here.
When I first started driving, I had loads of crashes, like minor bumps. I reversed off my dad's driveway and hit the neighbour's car, and the alarm started sounding. I walked in, he went, please tell me you haven't. I went, sorry.
In Northamptonshire Police's 999 emergency control room,
Police emergency.
the evening rush hour is in full swing.
I've just been tailgated by a guy in a Jeep. I stopped to let a lorry pass near my home, and he's tailgated me all the way to my driveway, pulled up behind me, got out of his car and threatened me. I thought he was going to punch me, actually. Somebody's just hit me, and then he stopped the car, said, are you all right? And then he's literally driven off.
I want to report a driver.
What's he doing?
He's driving like a lunatic, tailgating people, zigzagging, crossing in and out from lanes.
I've actually got the same car that I had since I was 16. Her name's Aurora because I love Disney princesses and she's a good little car. I do sometimes pat the horn and go good girl when she gets up a hill though.
Vauxhall Corsa has just been doing donuts in the car park. He nearly hit my car.
I'm a good driver. My girlfriend probably say I'm a bad driver, but I think I'm a good driver. I'm a bit of a fast driver.
He's been straddling the lane. He's almost hit us while swerving between the lanes, swearing at us because he couldn't overtake a car.
In recent years, reports of road traffic collisions have shot up by a third.
We get so many crazy calls around bad driving. I think some of the ones I've had a lorry driver eating cereal whilst he's driving. I've had a lady reading a newspaper while she drives. Whatever you could think of, what can I do when I drive? The stuff that you probably would never do is what I've actually had calls for.
Over the last 10 years, the number of dedicated traffic officers has been cut by 83%, in a county that has nearly 3,000 miles of roads.
Police emergency.
I've got 4 moped riders in Brackley High Street riding on the pavement without lights on and just swerving all over the place.
I can hear them, yeah. If it was up to me, there'd be triple the amount of police staff,
police officers.
Red light just gone through. My neighbour asked them not to ride on the pavement, and now they're going around in front of our houses.
Being policed is fine by me because I want to be safe. I want my children to be safe. Police me, pull me over, stop me all you like. I've got nothing to hide, you know.
Where are you, outside your house?
Yep.
Let's go inside the property. We'll see if we can get someone out there, OK?
It is such a shame that there's so many people who want to help. We just can't because there aren't the numbers to do it and respond as we'd like to.
Police emergency.
Hi, I just need to report some motorbikes doing wheelies. The police station is next door.
There won't be anybody in there.
With so few dedicated traffic officers, it falls to response officers to do the best they can.
Have you seen this Audi on the left that's undertaken like 3 things?
Is there in that lane to go off to the left?
It's not a dedicated lane yet.
Well, that's what I do. I always undertake up here.
PC Lauren El Shakawi and PC Ash Price have found time to squeeze in a quick turn around the ring road.
When I first started driving in my teens, I wasn't too bad of a driver. I'd lost it on ice once and wrapped a car around a telephone post, but being able to drive like I do at work has probably taken away any need for me to drive like that, because I get my fix of driving quick and I'm allowed to do it. I can FaceTime it.
Oh, brilliant. Pull over.
Love you, bye. She's still saying love you, bye. Good spot, Ashpan.
People on their phones is frustratingly difficult to catch in a police car because police cars are the brightest things in the world. There'll be like a little radius, a little circle around you of everybody that becomes immediately the most conscious, law-abiding person. The speed comes well down and they put the phones down and they start paying attention and both hands go onto the steering wheel. The lady in the car next to me in traffic is on FaceTime to somebody. Can I run the reg through? Some people probably think that they're a better driver than they actually are, and they probably think, oh, people crash when they're on their mobile phones, but I won't because I'm a good driver, or they just don't care about it. Maybe they're just ignorant to the consequences. No emotion.
No, it's well.
Right. I'm assuming you know why we want to talk to you.
Sorry?
I'm assuming you know why we want to talk to you.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. Because you're FaceTiming somebody while driving a car. Why? Yes. Sorry's fine.
About my son, actually, his father called me to see how is he, so...
Yeah. The thing is, no matter what the phone call's about, it doesn't justify you FaceTiming while driving a 2-ton killing machine on a road. You got somewhere to be?
Well, I have to go to work.
Where do you work?
Nursing home.
Okay. I don't feel like you're taking this very seriously. It's just the technology generation, isn't it? We're addicted to social media and communication in every single aspect of our lives. When you run over somebody and kill them because you're watching someone that you're talking to on your phone, if you stand up in court and say, I'm sorry, I was talking to somebody, it doesn't... Yeah, okay. Have you got any points on your driving licence at the moment?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay. You'll be reported for the offence and it'll be sent off to the central ticketing office. They'll make a decision as to what happens with you. It will probably be 6 points and a £400 fine.
400?
I think so, yeah. Because using your mobile phone while driving kills people. Is it the first time it's happened? Because you have points for speeding.
Yeah, for speeding, yes, but yeah, I got
Yeah.
So how many points are there?
3 points. And if you get 12 points, you get disqualified. There'll always be that percentage of the public that just think it's okay for them to break the rules. And if you find somebody committing a traffic offence, there's normally something else wrong as well. It's one of those things that has a tendency to spiral. Your car also has no MOT. Do you know that?
I can't today, I can't. Tomorrow I have appointment for...
You've got it booked in tomorrow? Okay. You're only allowed to drive with no MOT to an MOT appointment. so you shouldn't be driving it tonight. When there aren't enough police out there to deal with what's happening, stuff just tends to slip, doesn't it? You get more and more people taking risks because there's no consequences. If you get caught again, you'll just be disqualified. So you need to take more care when you're driving a motor vehicle.
It's going to happen again.
Okay. Just because you don't see the police on the roads isn't really a right to then start breaking the law, but people will, won't they? They'll see the fact that they probably won't get caught for it as a sort of free pass to do what they want.
We just had a collision on the roundabout by the M1 and the A43.
Okay, bear with me.
It's Saturday evening, and another rush hour brings in another influx of traffic-related calls.
Northamptonshire, I describe it as the heart of everything. You know, I come from a small town in Wales where I've got one road that I used to use for work. I come to Northamptonshire, I've got lanes, you've got the M1, you've got the A14, you've got the A43. You know, it's a constant flow. You've got traffic coming from Birmingham, from London, from Nottingham, from Leicester. How do we manage it? How do we control it? It's just so difficult.
Northamptonshire is home to some of the most dangerous roads in the country.
Just been driven off the road by a lorry. When I say I've been driven off the road, this lorry is taking me 100, 150 metres.
It's 10:45 p.m. in Wellingborough,
Police emergency.
and the latest report of a collision is coming in.
Could you have a police car come to the shell garage in Stratton, please? Lorry driver's just come straight along and he's knocked hit all our roofing near the pumps. Leave it. Leave it. Stop. Leave it there. What's he doing? He's trying to move all the roofing up the way. No petrol pumps are damaged, are they? As far as I can see, no. I'll get fire to come out as well, but I have requested the officers, okay? Yeah, okay.
It's going to be like Lethal Weapon.
Response officers PCs Leanne Larron and Ash McMahon are the nearest available unit to the petrol station.
You hear road traffic collision involving a lorry and you automatically go, that's going to cause a lot of damage. And then they say the word it's crashed into a petrol station. Yeah, that's new. I've not had that one before. That's definitely new and probably a pain in the arse.
10-6, I can spy fire here, and one lorry embedded in the forecourt roof. It's clearly coming the exit, obviously the wrong way. Oh well.
He's doing all right,
He was doing a bit of a forehead, oh God.
God.
Who's that? Yes, well.
I don't think he's happy to see us.
No.
We've literally just turned up, but he's took one look at us and put his head in his hand.
Let's make sure he's all right.
You can never make assumptions, but in your head, you're making bets with yourself because experience will take over and you go, I bet you've had a drink.
You all right, mate, to start with? Can I open your door? Is that all right? OK, you're right. You're right, yeah, sure. Are you in pain anywhere or anywhere hurt?
I had a break round the back and I just came out and I was standing going.
People do stupid things, but petrol station has not just jumped out of the ground. It's quite big and quite well lit. I think you've seen this before you've hit it.
OK, I do just need you to pop out. Leave all your bits and bobs in there for now. There we go. There we go. All right, mate. OK, pop over here.
I've lost my job, I've lost everything.
Well, not necessarily, I mean, it's not ideal. As soon as he walked over to me, I thought, yeah, you smell like a brewery.
I'm fucked anyway, so there we are.
What makes you say that? The disturbing thing for me was the fact that it didn't behave drunk, which would often indicate it's somebody that potentially drinks quite regularly. And you're always sensitive to things like that because he drives a lorry on a regular basis.
Am I all right to jump in the cab for a sec?
Have you had any alcohol drinks today?
A couple of glasses
It's
of wine with
13,
lunch.
11.
A couple of glasses of wine with your lunch? You've had a bit.
That's nothing to do with this crap.
Okay.
I've lost.
I think you have to have a BS detector when you're a police officer. Most of us are pretty good at detecting the BS, which you get all the time, every day, a lot. Can you grab that? That'd be all right. It's got his booze in it.
No booze?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
We need to do a roadside breath test. All right. Nice deep breath in.
and slow. Slow. Let's keep going like that, keep going like that, keep going like that. Perfect.
There we go.
Well done.
Lovely.
Right, that's going to analyse now. You're looking for a number under 35. Okay, that's the legal drink drive limit.
Empty Strongbow. Nice bit of Cabernet Sauvignon.
Okay, that's blown up 57.
So I'm over.
Okay, so you are over the limit, okay? Which means at this time, Richard, I'm going to place you under arrest.
I'm under arrest.
Okay, on suspicion of... Hang on, Richard, just stay with me for a minute. Stay with me for a minute.
I'm not going
That's all right.
anywhere.
I need you to hear what I'm saying to you, that's all.
Yeah,
okay. So you're currently under arrest under Section 5 of the Road Traffic Act 1988, which is providing drinking or suspect you to drive over the prescribed limit of alcohol, okay?
So what we need to do, really...
2 seconds.
Yeah.
You need to inform you that you don't have to say anything, but it may on your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which you may later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Come over to our car with me, mate.
I just want to say one thing to you. What I want to say to you, that's nothing to do with it in this.
Okay. Come and take a pee for a minute. Okay, I'll go.
And it is selfish.
When I finished in a minute.
I think that's why a lot of police officers will always enjoy catching a drink driver, because they think of the consequences that affect them. They don't think about what they could do to anybody else. And they only start to regret what they have done when it becomes real for them.
The cab. As soon as you're at the door.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Remember the fire brigade, the guy in charge turned around and said he was desperate to get out of here.
Of course you are.
They said, he said, don't worry about it, I'll just pull out and go. And he was like, no.
Pull out and go.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what you always do when you just demolish a garage forecourt.
Pull out and go.
In recent years, the number of lorry drivers involved in fatal accidents has risen by 50%.
How much alcohol have you had recently?
Well, I do drink regularly, but I had a good lot this afternoon, yeah.
Do you know roughly how much?
Oh, I don't, officer.
Wine, beer, or spirits?
Well, I drink wine or I drink cider, you know.
What have you had today, though?
I've had wine and cider.
Wine and cider.
Yeah. You can't tell lies to people and that's it.
Thankfully, he crashed into the roof of a petrol station and, all right, caused a bit of damage, but nobody died. We can deal with that, but he's not ready for something to happen in front of him. He's not ready to react to traffic, to mistakes from other people, to changes in the conditions. He ain't ready for any of that.
I am going to lose my driving licence, aren't I?
You will at some point. It won't be today. It's the courts who make that decision.
I don't know what I'm going to do for a job, I'm sure.
Could have quite easily crashed into a car, could have wiped a family out, and we have to go and pick up the pieces. He doesn't have to do that. He's never done that. He's never tapped on anyone's door and told them that their son, mum, dad, family member, loved one, husband, wife, ain't coming home because they've been wiped out by some idiot on a road. And I don't think, you know, until you do something like that, you appreciate the impact that that has.
The number of people killed in drink-drive crashes on Britain's roads has reached an 8-year high. Department for Transport figures estimate 250 people died in 2017. Safety campaigners say the increase is incredibly concerning.
Police emergency, go ahead.
Hello, I've just been driving through town in Northampton and a lady's just gone straight into me and she's absolutely smashed out of her head.
Over the last 3 years, the number of drink driving cases in Northamptonshire has risen by almost 25%.
You could smell alcohol on her, she was just slurring her words. She had half her makeup on and half her makeup off as if she was just coming back for a night out. Do you know what I mean?
Police emergency.
Hi, police, it's ambulance. We've got a car that's pulled out of a junction, hit a motorbike.
Oh dear, okay. When I started 10 years ago, we had police officers patrolling the main roads. Then Theresa May came in, made all the cuts to the police, and we felt the difference literally overnight.
Police emergency.
Can I report somebody for drinking driving, please?
How do you know they're drunk?
Because he's drinking a can of cider while he's driving.
You can see him.
Gee, I'm in an Arctic myself.
We're getting more and more drunk drivers now.
He's driving a motorbike and he appears to be drunk. He also had a hip flask in his leather jacket pocket.
When I first moved to this country, it was unheard of to drink and drive. It was just a no-go.
Can I report a drunk driver, please?
Are you following the vehicle?
We are following the vehicle, yeah. This guy's veering all over the place, random braking. He's currently driving along the central reservation.
We absolutely try every single time, but I'd say at least half of them get away with it.
I just really need to know which way he goes, and if you can follow him, fine. If not, that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We've still not managed to get officers en route. They're struggling to allocate officers, but they're trying their best.
It's emergency. Hi there, I'm currently standing in a takeaway with my son. Yeah, I've just watched a guy who is blind drunk pull up in his car.
All right, okay.
He's got out, he's stumbled backwards into the road whilst trying to lock it, and then literally staggered into the takeaway.
And is the car right outside the...
It's almost directly outside, yeah. And apparently he's just sitting there belching, waiting for his food.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
PC's Sally O'Neill and Tom Clark are immediately dispatched to the scene.
The chances of us just coming across, just by pure chance being behind that person that's drink driving is very slim. And nowadays, we rely heavily on members of the public. We get the call, and then our CCTV operators, they can get the cameras onto the area so we can track them and things like that.
437, has this car moved off yet?
And I will happily go out. If they was to say to me, Tom, you're just going out catching drink drivers, I'd be a happy bunny.
There it is. 1569, we've got it stopped and crashed. Hello mate, you alright?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Alright.
You're a bit unsteady on your feet. CCTV have been watching you, and we're a bit concerned about how you were standing and about you're a bit unsteady on your feet. So because of that, I'm going to require you to provide me a specimen breath for analysis. Alright.
But you're absolutely right, I've had a drink.
Alright mate, that's fine, no worries. What I'll do, where's the keys? Are they in the vehicle?
Yeah, they're in the...
Come and have a chat. What's your name?
My name is... I can't believe I've done this.
Okay. Sit down in the back here for us.
Can I not have a fag?
No, you can't. Sit yourself there. I'm not going to shut the door or anything.
What?
And then we'll go through some details with you.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm banged to ride, so
Well, what we'll do, mate, we don't...
What I'll say, don't say anything at the moment. What I will do, though, is I will caution you. All right, you're not under arrest or anything at the moment. But you do not,
but I will be.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court, and anything you do say may be given in evidence, all right?
I'm shafted.
Well, we'll find out, mate. We don't know, do we?
No, I know.
All right.
My wife kicked me out on a shitload of medication, and I know I'm drinking too much now. Now, not only have I gone bankrupt, I've lost my wife, now I've lost my licence.
Well,
and now I've lost my job. Yeah.
People's lives have changed. With austerity, people are less well off. People are struggling to make ends meet.
Just blow into that until the tape stop.
Consuming alcohol has gone up because people just feel as though that's the only way that they can just forget their problems.
78. So just over double. So yeah. So
Kind of fucked.
So you are
Sorry.
over. That's fine. So it is 22:11.
Okay.
Okay, so you're under arrest on suspicion of driving whilst over the prescribed limit. Okay, so you don't have to say anything. May harm defence, do mention question.
I've seen the other side of it. I've lost a very close friend through the roads, yeah. My best friend, she was my everything, like a sister to me. She had a whole life ahead of her, and she was actually in a car, and the driver of the car was under the influence. I'd seen her the day before. You sort of go, oh, yeah, see you tomorrow. No, I didn't see her. I was angry. I was heartbroken. I just wanted to scream. You never, ever fully recover from something like that. And it will always sit deep inside. senseless.
Silly.
It's less than a 10-minute walk to go to that food place. Like, why would you do it? Honest to God. Like, he's gone through all of that. Wife's left him. Business has gone down the pan. He's living in a B&B, and then you go and lose the one thing that's going to potentially get you back out of trouble, your driving licence.
If we don't start policing the roads like we used to, things are going to get worse and worse. Roads have just become like the Wild West, and we need to avoid it getting any worse than it already is.
Police emergency.
Hello, I phoned up yesterday about a car in my street. It's parked in a bay opposite our houses.
It's the early hours of Saturday morning.
And some lads, I'm almost certain they were buying drugs off them. They were a bit intimidating in the street, but we reported this yesterday and nobody turned up.
We do get a lot of reports from members of public saying, there is a car that keeps driving up and down, they do it slowly, it's like they do it at certain times of the day. We do take things like that really seriously.
Police emergency, go ahead.
I went to bed about half an hour ago, and then I was aware of a car pulling up outside, and then the guy has got a torch, he's looking all over the car, a young lad, and every time a car goes past, he's turning the interior light out.
Even if we're responding on a blue light, we can't teleport officers, we still have to physically make our way from one position to another. Although we don't have a city centre, we have quite a lot of big main hub towns, and some of them can take almost half an hour, 45 minutes to travel to sometimes. Even middle of the night on a grade 1 because of the physical distance.
And it looks like he's sort of snorting drugs, and he's wiping all the steering wheel, wiping all the dash. It just looks very, very dodgy.
Criminals, they know the pressures we're under, they know what response times can be like to different areas. I think that it's a huge assistance to obviously the criminals when they've got access to a car. It makes it so much easier for them to virtually disappear.
It looks like he's counting money or something, and he keeps looking around.
It's not someone you recognise as living in the area?
No.
Okay.
Prime time, innit? Prime time. 2 o'clock.
In Northampton, PC's Charlie Howe and Jake Ellington are taking advantage of a rare lull between response jobs to proactively look for suspicious activity on the roads.
Oh, it's going, isn't he? People always think roads policing isn't a big thing. Roads policing to most people is getting tickets for things they don't think are real police matters. We should be out catching drug dealers and stuff like that. But if you think about it, if we don't police the roads, we're not going to catch the drug dealers, because how else are they getting their drugs about? Cars. He's done a Houdini. Has he gone down this one, do you reckon? Fuck no, it's disappeared. That's it. Is it? Yeah, 100%. It's not warm.
It's definitely the car, mate. 100%.
What's a copper's nose, and do you have one?
A copper's nose. I like to think I've got one. I usually get some decent results.
Fuck. That's fucking hot. Brakes are extremely hot.
Loads of cash in the car.
Is it?
Yeah. Amazing.
He'll be out on foot somewhere. Can't have gone far.
There's no real reason to carry large amounts of cash at 1 a.m. in the morning. You're thinking it could have ourselves a little drug dealer going on.
1592. We've just had a vehicle make off. We haven't put lights on. We've found it abandoned. And there's loads of cash inside the vehicle. Is there a dog on?
Did they see how many occupants were in it?
Driver.
Or any descriptions or anything?
PC Ian MacDonald from the dog unit is tasked to join the search.
I have 2 police dogs. When we were out in the night, we hunt as a pack. We hunted for drugs, cash and firearms. You get called in search of quite a lot of cars very regularly because a lot of our criminal fraternity use our roads to commit their crime. But the road network is so large and there are so many vehicles out there that a lot of the time people have the freedom of the roads and can get away with quite a lot before we catch up with them.
Wait.
The dog's trained on the smell of cannabis. So if Charlie has a find, it gives us a clear indication of criminality.
It's a fair amount of cash there, isn't there?
He'd left the car insecure. Whoever leaves a car unlocked with cash in it, that's not normal. Well, that's not normal in my household. Go on, drugs.
The response officers have radioed nearby patrols to look out for anyone suspicious.
Good boy, good lad. There's a little bit of cannabis in there, in a bag. With the clever boy, Charlie.
Happy days. Copied. What street was that on? Got him. Got a driver. Got him. Around now, I think.
Another unit has apprehended a man not far from the abandoned car.
Oh, they literally are just here. Yeah, mate. At this time, you're going to be under arrest and suspicion of possession with intent to supply Class B. You do not have to say anything, but may harm defence. If you do not mention one question, something for later on in court, anything you do say may give evidence. Do you understand?
No, what?
You're under arrest, and so you're going to be taken down to custody.
But that's what, this is my personal use.
Okay, well, you can sort that out later, but at this time, you're under arrest. Okay?
I just smoke.
When you get interviewed, you'll have your chance to account for everything.
Without roads policing, you've pretty much lost control of most crime, because most crime happens because of the roads being there. They get from A to B because of roads. They don't go trudging through fields and hedges.
The following morning, officers get authorization to search the suspected drug dealer's home.
Good morning, Northamptonshire Police. I've got a written authority to search the premises under Section 18 for drugs and money.
More shoes than I have. Really expensive shoes.
The chap had probably been dealing for a while, given what was found in his home. It does make you angry because they're living a wild lifestyle just off illegal means.
Rolex.
I think it's a lifestyle choice. I think people that deal drugs,
There you go, some cannabis here.
the ability to have easy money, the ability not to do a lot of work to get that easy money. They're addicted, probably not to the drugs themselves, but they're addicted to the cash. It comes with its inherent dangers. Criminals that we deal with that work in gangs, you know, they're dangerous people. There's normally weapons involved.
It's zombie knife.
Drugs lead on to a whole host of other crimes because drug dealers will look to protect themselves and protect the areas that they work within. So dealers are now looking to use the road networks to sell into other areas, travel to sell drugs and then travel back out with their profit.
If you drive the main motorways, even A roads, how often do you see a police car? It's very rare that you see one. If you haven't got the roads police, then you ain't going to get the intel because we're not stopping the vehicles, so we're not stopping the people. We don't know what they're doing, so we're a bit in the dark.
Police emergency, go ahead.
The police, please.
This is the police.
It's midnight.
There's 4 people lad with belly towers in a state golf Keeping up and down the lanes and chasing a couple of times, you couldn't catch them, so I need
Right, I'm ever so sorry, I'm going to need you to speak a bit slow because you've got quite a broad accent, so I'm struggling to capture everything you're saying.
Your belly travers on, yeah.
They're what, sorry?
Belly travers, you've got belly travers.
I can't understand what you're saying. They've got what?
They've got balaclavas on there.
Oh, they've got balaclavas on. Oh, right, okay.
They're very intimidating. If you know the old A43, it's a dead-end road, so they're coming in.
Yeah.
Clouds, and I blew our golf with no plates, and we don't know what they're up to, and we're all afraid.
Yeah, okay, just bear with me 1 second. Let me get some
We need the
officers.
police urgently.
Yeah, that's fine.
In.
All right, that's absolutely fine.
Over the last few months, there's been a worrying spike in burglaries across Northamptonshire.
Burglaries, lots, every day. I think it's, possible desperation from people out there. They need to make some form of quick buck. It's just like what it causes afterwards. It's emotional for people who have had their house burgled, The thing is, you'd be so surprised at what a burglar can do in the space of about 10 minutes. The absolute chaos of a house that they've turned upside down in 10 minutes. That's it. Probably don't even need that. In, out, job done.
We'll pass it off to officers. We've got multiple emergencies coming in at the moment. As soon as we've got officers free, then we'll get them heading in that direction, OK?
I tell you, I went to a clairvoyant.
Yeah, what?
One of the people that can speak to dead people.
Was this at like the fairground or something?
No, genuinely. She pulled out a pack of cards. I said, what do you want to know about? And I said, future, money, family. But some of it was too close to home. And she said about you in an organisation.
Oh, give over.
For the last 4 days, response officers PC's Tony Salis and Sam Clulo have been trying to track down a prolific burglar.
We'd been looking for a particular vehicle that's been very active within our area for burglaries, and it's known that he drives under the influence of drugs. But we've got many road networks linking us to the big cities, a lot of rural towns, and we're right in the centre of this big road network. And not being able to police it efficiently is meaning thefts happening most nights, unfortunately.
It is hard to catch criminals, especially ones that know the system in and out. You've got to work hard and you've got to put the time and effort in to catch them, because it's not a case of a 5-minute look around the area. And these people know that. It's why they move at night. They take different routes. They never use the same roads either. That gives you the opportunity then to try and find them. But it is a big game of cat and mouse, and they know that. 480. An 06 plate, red certainly on. It's hit up, headed back in towards Catherine.
Just an hour before their shift ends, an automatic number plate recognition camera has flagged a wanted vehicle.
Hope it comes towards us.
And their burglar is behind the wheel.
Why'd you be coming back into Kesher at this time?
Drop stolen stuff off, maybe. He's the type of person I want to catch. The lowest of the low. He is a prolific offender, and he is a one-man crime spree. So it'll be a couple of houses a night, then in the daytime it'll be a couple of shopliftings. He'll go back out again at night time and do a couple more burglaries, a couple more commercial breaks into shops, and that shop could be someone's livelihood. He's the burglar, the lowlife that goes and robs your old lady next door and takes advantage of people. He's the type of person that you want behind bars and not out on the streets. He's the scum of the earth. This is actually a good little spot to sit and wait early hours in the morning.
Stand by, what's that, the lights?
You can see.
Just a red car, can't see what model it is though. Looks like a Leon.
You're like a shark, you smell a bit of blood in the water and you're gone, you're after it. Everyone joins the police to catch bad guys, catch criminals in the act, stop them committing the crime. It's what every police officer dreams of doing.
Too far to see what model it was. Yeah, it's it. 1586, yeah, we spotted it, tried to play catch up, heading towards the A40 roundabout now. My eyes didn't fail me there.
Actually
key bars and rip the key strap from.
Just step out the car for us quickly, mate.
You got the keys?
Keys. See if we can see him.
You're going to be searched right at section 23 Mysteries of Drugs Act.
Do what you need to do, mate.
You got anything on you shouldn't have?
No. And it's a bit nuts, though.
If he had criminal stuff on him, criminal property, he would have run like the wind. The fact that he stood there tells me his car's clean.
The car's negative.
Oh, God.
I don't like losing. If the bad guys get away and get back out again before I've caught them, I see that as a loss, and I don't like it.
Right, we're also going to drug wipe at the roadside as well. Can you hear me? Can you understand me?
I'm not very happy about this situation.
A lot of the criminals we stop, they're on, I guess what you call it, a cocktail of drugs. They're on cocaine, heroin, methadone, cannabis, you name it, they're on it. They won't drink alcohol because they know we'll test them at the roadside for alcohol, but it's only when now we start drug testing them that they start to panic because they know that's how we'll get them.
Irrespective whether you're happy or not, it's going to happen. If you're going to get awkward, I'll tell you what, you're going to get awkward. You're going to get awkward, answer my questions, all right? I'm not taking any crap off you. I'll lock you up and take you to custody and do a fail to provide, all right? We'll have your car that way.
Listen, I ain't...
OK, you drop your attitude with me, you're going to get it back twice as worse from you. Wind your neck and answer my questions. Simple as that. Have you used cannabis or cocaine recently?
How recently?
As in recently? Last couple of days, last couple of hours?
Yeah, I have.
OK, what have you used?
Cocaine and cannabis.
When?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
I need to take a swab of your tongue on either side of your mouth, OK? Open your mouth for me, stick your tongue out. Refuse to provide, you get locked up. Open your mouth, stick your tongue out. Stick your tongue out. Right. Keep your mouth open so I can swab your cheeks. Other side, keep your mouth wide open. Stop moving away because I need to swipe it.
Do you want to take a seat in the back of the car for now? That'll be right there for a moment.
Bingo. Over. Cocaine.
Oh, beautiful. Positive.
Right, mate, at this moment in time, you're under arrest for Section 5A of the Road Traffic Act, driving with a specified drug above the legal limit. You don't have to say anything that may harm your defence. Do not mention when questioned, some to you later on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand? Happy days.
Sometimes the criminals, they know full well that they'll get bailed every time they commit a crime, just because the prisons are running short, and the easiest way to catch him is via traffic law. Get them disqualified, whether it be from points on the licence, drug driving, or driving with alcohol in the system. If we didn't have the road traffic law and didn't have the drug wipes and procedures in place then, he would have walked free.
He's a big, big time criminal for us, and we've never had anything on him. And this is the closest we've been to getting him off the roads. That's me going on to rest days, a very, very, very happy man. Very happy man.
Yes, we caught him drug driving, but he's using the roads to commit crime, to burgle your house, to transport drugs, to handle stolen goods. He's using that vehicle and our roads to do it all.
You've got the organised criminals shipping thousands and millions of pounds worth of drugs back and forwards. You've got modern slavery, you've got prostitution, shipping people, children back and forwards. The road network is a criminal's goal. They love the roads. It's only until we step back up and start taking the fight back to the criminals, stopping them, searching them, that we're ever going to win the roads back.
FaceTime.
Oh, brilliant! Hello there.
Maria, who was caught on her phone FaceTiming, was found guilty of careless driving. She was given 6 points on her licence and received a £400 fine.
Going to happen again.
She says she is sorry for what happened and is never going to use her phone again when driving.
And one lorry embedded in the forecourt roof.
Richard, the lorry driver who drove into the petrol station, was found guilty of driving with excess alcohol and driving dangerously.
Nice bit of Cabernet Sauvignon.
He was given a community order and banned from driving for 18 months.
I don't know what I'm going to do for a job.
As he feared, he lost his job and is now working in a funeral home.
I'm going to require you to provide me a specimen breath for analysis. All right.
But you're absolutely right. I don't know.
Russell, the man driving erratically from the takeaway, was twice over the legal limit and was found guilty of drink driving.
I can't believe I've done this.
He was fined £235 and given a 19-month driving ban. He also lost his job and feels his arrest was a serious wake-up call.
Good boy, good lad.
The driver who abandoned his car, leaving over £500 in cash, was arrested for intent to supply Class B drugs.
Small person use.
After the search of his home found thousands of pounds worth of designer goods, he was further arrested for proceeds of crime. He has been released under investigation.
Also going to drug wipe at the roadside as well.
I'm not very happy about this situation.
The prolific burglar refused to give blood samples in custody and was found guilty of failure to provide a specimen.
Happy days.
He was sentenced to 2 weeks in prison, suspended for 12 months, and received a driving disqualification lasting 22 months.